All right, in today's session, we're doing all about how to grow faster, specifically on YouTube. But we're going to talk about how you can tie in a YouTube strategy to grow your channel and to grow all of your social media avenues at the same time. Everybody who's joining live on Twitch today, whoever joins early, can ask their questions before anyone else and get my free coaching essentially live. People normally pay me hundreds of dollars an hour for coaching. You get it for free right here today on Twitch. And looks like they're already waving hello to YouTube. Hey guys, let's get into the games and let's get into the coaching and let's have a good time. Let's freaking go. Hit me with your questions. Woo! Corrupt YT in the game. Let's go. So today we're going to be doing a mission where Gabe and Jack have to survive, of course, in Gears Tactics. As you guys are aware, I'm obsessed with this game right now, and I am going to be answering all of your wonderful questions as we go along, just like we did yesterday. Yep. So I want you guys to hit me with your questions. Oh God, there's a bunch of people right there. Oh boy. That was not good. I'm running right into trouble here. I want you to ask your questions specifically about channel growth in particular. We're going to be talking about YouTube channel growth, or we can also talk about, let's see here. If I go right here, I actually will probably Overwatch from there. But I want you to ask questions about YouTube channel growth. You know, generally speaking, the strategy looks something like this. You're going to want to go ahead and pick out a high demand, low supply topics on whatever platform that you're live streaming on. And so, or creating content on. And what do I mean by that? Oh boy, there's guys coming from over here too. Holy moly. I'm going to go maybe right here. Oh boy, where am I going to do this from? This is going to be tough. High demand, low supply topics. And how do you find out what the demand and the supply is? Well, you can do some manual research if you'd like, but you can also use tools like TubeBuddy to literally look up what the demand is for a particular topic and what the supply is in terms of other creators creating videos about that topic. You want to be competing against as few creators as humanly possible when you're making content on any platform. So you have the best odds to win, essentially. And so, okay, let's see if I can do a little 1 here. I'm going to do a 1 and then juice up my allies. The best odds to win. And that's why platforms like Twitch, not only does it not have an algorithm to help you grow, but also platforms like, it has like 10 million streamers right now. And so that means that you're going to have the most possible competition that you could possibly imagine. Essentially, oh God, I'm getting, wow, that was an insane amount of damage. It is the most possible competition that you could run into, making it basically the lowest probability scenario that you could imagine to actually make it. So that's why Twitch is probably the worst platform to grow. So I'm going to go ahead and chainsaw this enemy right here, and then I'm going to start taking your questions. He may retaliate. Oh, and he killed me straight up. Diaz is hit? You mean Diaz is dead? We're going to second wind. Confirm. Yikes, that was bad. And Diaz probably needs to just straight up kill this guy, maybe? Oh boy, this is bad. I can't have Diaz dying on me like this. It's going to take him out, but what about all these dudes? So I'm going to go ahead and Overwatch in this direction and see what happens. Now. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and target some of these people and go ahead and take them out. This is a very precarious situation. Shotgun blast to the face.
One dead grub.
So you've been considering doing some ideas of pro guides that you did in Fortnite, says Corrupt YT, and applying some of them into Clash of Clans. Interesting. And could you do a bit more research on it and be far different than other creators in the Clash at the moment that kind of do the same thing? Okay. Yeah, I mean, so basically what he's talking about, for all of you guys that you're not in the loop, I guess you could say, on what he's talking about. If you're looking for ideas on how to grow your own channel, one of the best ways to do it is to actually look at what other creators are doing and to basically use their best ideas on your channel. And that doesn't mean that you're literally copying their content. That doesn't mean that you're literally copying their thumbnail. That doesn't mean that you're stealing their ideas or anything of that description. What it means is that you're doing your very best Okay, I have to shoot across my own ally there to do any of this. What it means is you're basically taking inspiration from these other creators, and you're using that inspiration to basically generate more ideas. Nobody has any original ideas on the internet, and nobody has any original ideas in the entire world. Pretty much every single idea that's out there, somebody has thought of it in the past. And so what that means is that you aren't necessarily going to come up with something original. So a lot of content creation is about being inspired by other people. And then once you get that inspiration from other people, you can use that inspiration to create better content. And so I recommend all of you guys consider, come on, are they going to kill me? Oh, is he dead? Okay, I got to revive him to create better content. So I do that all the time. Whenever I'm using research methods to grow, I'm always looking at who the top creators are in the space. I'm looking at their thumbnail format, their title format, what subjects they're focusing on, and thinking of that as a baseline for how to grow. And so all of you guys should do the same. Stop trying to divine information from scratch on how to grow your channel. Take best practices from people that are doing it successfully. And okay, let me go ahead and revive my ally. Oh, Jack got jacked. Let me see if I can get over there and do it. Jack. Oh, Jack is down. Oh boy, I'm getting totally wrecked. I'm probably going to have to redo this mission. And so you can take what they're doing as inspiration. It's not cheaping out. It's not, it's not, being a worse creator, or it's not that you're not good enough to come up with your own ideas. It's that's what literally every single person does on the internet, is they copy what other people do on the internet, and it's a compliment to those other people. And don't just, yeah, there's a line to draw where you can take their best ideas, take their best practices, but don't literally steal their content, okay? Good evening to you, Rip Pig. Good to see you. And if I'm a little bit behind on chat, it's just because I read all of the comments from top to bottom. Drop all of your questions about channel growth, and I'm going to share all my thoughts today to help all of you guys out, okay? So what we're going to do, I need to get myself out of this hairy situation. I need to get all these dudes off of me. And it looks like this is going to be a very ambush-heavy mission. Really, I need to heal myself. Okay, I'll just heal him.
That's the stuff. Ready.
All right, I'm going to take this dude down and survive. All right, Evil Laugh Gaming in the house. It's good to see you, gentlemen. Brian, using Restream, Facebook, and Twitch. Awesome. The title can still be done in Facebook Gaming Dashboard, or does it have to be done in Restream? Thanks. Yeah, so what he's referring to is if you're restreaming, do you have to use the actual dashboard of the actual platform?
Sorry about that.
Oh gosh, I killed my ally. Oh my gosh. What happened? I need to like move over here or something so I can shoot him without shooting my ally next time. That was terrible. Oh my gosh. Am I the worst tactics player of all time? There we go. Oh my gosh. Am I going to shoot my ally if I do this? Probably not. Let's see. Oh, barely got those bullets around him. So you can change the title in Restream, or you can change the title in the platform itself. It's completely your decision. You don't have to do it one way or the other. I recommend changing it in the platform itself in the case of Facebook Gaming, namely because within Facebook Gaming, I'm encouraging everyone not only to come up with an original title for your live stream, but also to come up with an original thumbnail. And you cannot implement thumbnails in using Restream. So you have to, in order to get your thumbnails in there, you need to basically go directly through the Facebook Gaming dashboard accordingly. Now, if you're exclusively streaming on Twitch, which I don't recommend, but unless you're a partner like I am on Twitch, then you want to go ahead. If you're exclusively streaming on Twitch, then you don't have the option to use thumbnails except on the replay. So it's kind of irrelevant in that case. Krupp YT says the reason I like the channel right now is it catches your eye being interested in Fortnite. So you want to apply those ideas to Clash, and it could be different. Yeah. So that's what you should do. So let me just share with you really quick, Corrupt YT, what I did today. So when you asked me in the private Discord server that I give to my clients that have done paid services with me, when you asked me, hey, Awall, I'm looking for fresh ideas for my channel. I'm looking for things to put in my title and my thumbnail other than the word easy. And just so you guys can know, he does videos, you know, where he's doing guides to make it easier to beat people in a video game, in Clash of Clans in this case. So instead of just going to thesaurus.com and looking up words that are, you know, like easy to make your titles flashier, I went to inspiration. I went on an incognito tab in YouTube, and I searched gaming guides, gaming tips, and I went and saw who is crushing those big mega terms like gaming guides, gaming tips, beginner's guide gaming on incognito on YouTube to see which channel was up toward the top. Because whichever channel's at the very top of all of YouTube for these master search terms has the best titles, they have the best topics, and they have the best practices. And that's how I found that channel that I suggested to you. And so this is something that I recommend all of you guys do when you're doing research for your channels, because it's going to help you punch through by taking what the best of the best is doing out there, what's working best, and then using it for yourself.
Moving out.
Simple. It's very, very simple. Low budget gaming in the house. Hello, Awall Gaming. How are you doing today? First time on one of my Twitch streams. Thank you so much for joining on Twitch. Yeah, I decided right now I'm getting a copy of my ancient Twitch contract from 2011, and I am 99% sure that it is a non-exclusive agreement. But just to make sure it is a non-exclusive agreement, I am going to be exclusive here on Twitch just to make sure I don't lose my partnership. So I am exclusive on Twitch at the moment, just being careful not to violate my agreement and potentially lose my partnership or something like that. So I'm being careful.
This'll be good.
Okay. So how hard will it be for me to shoot him? 20% chance. Can I chainsaw him? I can chainsaw this dude. It might get interrupted though. You know what? What's his health? Let's try it.
En route.
This could be a suicide mission. Yep. Or is it? Got him. That was absolutely ridiculous. Just running across the entire map. And see if I can like kind of scoot around the defense here. And maybe get a shot. I know I'm not going to be able to get a shot off from there. So I'm going to go like over here to be more careful. Friendly fire is always funny. I know. I need to be more careful with friendly fire. Like I'm like really cavalier with it. And I just need to be very, very careful. Okay, I still have a 10% chance to hit this guy. But I don't want a 10% chance to hit him. I want like a much higher chance. So I'm going to take one action, go here. And then I'm going to shoot him with guns. Yeah, this will probably get close to killing him. Critical hit, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Look at the blood and guts. Not safe for kids, is it? Did I do a tweet that you... yeah, I did do a tweet that I'm live. If you guys do want to retweet it, it's right here. Well, just go ahead and go to my Awall Digital Twitter account. Please like and retweet. And just tag... Honestly, if you don't want to retweet, just tag your creator friends that may benefit from free live coaching. Tag your creator friends with the tweet and just let them know. They can come ask any question they want from a top coach. There you go. Rurikhan just suggested my stream. Thank you very much, Rurikhan. I really appreciate that, buddy. Awesome. Yeah, anybody who wants to give me that sort of support is great. Hit me with more questions in chat, guys. This is your chance. This is your chance to get that free advice from me. That free, juicy content to help you grow your channel. The way you've been... Okay, Rippig says... the way you've been implementing using Restream and thumbnails, is that for the first 10 seconds, I would upload the thumbnail, so when people scroll, they will see all over all platforms. This might help the thumbnail problem. Well, you can only upload thumbnails into live streams on YouTube in particular, and let's see how far I can go. I can go like right here. You can only upload thumbnails into YouTube and Facebook Gaming at the moment. No other platforms support thumbnails. Not DLive, not Trovo. Oh boy, are they gonna bust through the gate? Okay, good. Not DLive, not Trovo. Not any of those. Boy, he is really, really bad on health right now. Yikes.
Thanks.
Because I died twice, I lost 2 bars there. If he dies, it's all over, huh? Gabe has to survive, so I need to be very conservative where I put Gabe. So
I'm listening.
you're asking about the first 10 seconds. So what you want to do is you want to, I see what you're saying. You want to preload the thumbnail that you're using for your live stream into the platform
Wilco.
so that the second you go live, the thumbnail is already there. So whenever anybody gets a notification or anything like that, they are going to see your thumbnail the second you go live. That's what you want. You don't want the thumbnail to be uploaded later. You want the thumbnail to be there the moment you go live so you can maximize that click-through rate, especially for platforms like Facebook Gaming that have a rolling algorithm where your initial batch of viewers are going to get notified that you go live. Then batch 2 will get notified. Then batch 3 will get notified. And each batch that's getting notified needs to have a thumbnail in their feed to maximize their click-through rate. If they do not click whenever the batch gets delivered to them, then that means your stream will probably die a very swift death. And you'll probably need to start another stream, one that has a thumbnail. So I don't know. Just be careful. Don't honestly, I think it's too high risk to stream without a thumbnail, to be perfectly honest, but that's just my opinion. Let's go ahead and reveal whoever's over here. Not too many folks. I need to be very careful. I was not careful enough earlier, that's for sure. So I'm gonna go just put him right over here. Gears Tactics is a surprisingly good game. Tried it a bit through Game Pass. Yeah, I'm playing it on Game Pass right now. Oh boy, here come massive zombie hordes of enemies. Oh god. So I need to make it to the objective without dying. And wow. They have frantic enable. What? I mean, I didn't bring a full crew to this mission because if you're trying to do side missions, it doesn't let you run it with everybody. So this is going to be very, very shaky. So I'm going to put everybody behind some serious cover right here and see if we can just survive this scenario. She should probably be out somewhat out front, I suppose. I'm going to maybe put her behind that initial barrier there.
You got it.
Yikes, this is going to be rough.
Orders.
Gentleman Brian says, I stream on Facebook Gaming. Good to see you, Gentleman Brian. I stream on Facebook Gaming. Should I ask my followers to follow me on Twitch also? Sounds like begging for followers, but you may be wrong. Thoughts? Yeah, I think that you should do that. So I think that Indraxis, thank you for the follow. And by the way, Trophy QTR, thank you for the follow here on Twitch. You're not desperate for follows if you ask people to follow you on Twitch. So the reason why you want to ask people to follow you on Twitch, we've talked about this a bunch of times, but the reason why you want those follows on Twitch is that, actually, let me go ahead and, okay. I'm going to set him up with an Overwatch here, just in case somebody comes in. The reason why you want those follows on Twitch is because you want to punch through on, and I've talked about this before, you want to punch through on an algorithmless platform. And you don't want to send them to a platform with another algorithm. That's why you want them to follow on Twitch. So that's why I'm sending everybody, that's one of the reasons why I'm sending everybody over here to my Twitch, is because whenever I go live here, you guys actually see the notification, you actually come visit me while I'm live, and you guys actually stick around. And that's because the algorithm is healthy, it brings in healthy viewers, it brings in viewers that'll stick around for a bit, and it makes Twitch a more stable platform to kind of put more of your eggs into, if you will. I'm gonna save this heal, and I'm just gonna Overwatch it up right here. If you Overwatch too far, actually, it can be detrimental. So I'm gonna like Overwatch to like here.
Scanning now.
Cool. And then I'm gonna move her up to like here. Have her Overwatch. And no. And then I need to do just a little bit less overwatching and a little bit more like kind of like just like this. And so if anybody walks right in front of me,
On it.
they'll shoot if she gets super close. So I think that's the way to go. 10% chance to hit. How about with my snub? Nope. Can I get a better position for this character? Probably. So I'm going to go ahead and go right here. And I'm going to do a little bit of overwatching here as well. Just in this little area. Oops, I don't want to do a snub. I want to do the mulcher. And I think they're going to come right through here. So I want to make sure whoever comes through here gets drilled and wrecked. Andraxis, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining a chat. It's good to see you. You got the check mark there. Are you Twitch Prime subbed to me right now or something? I don't think you understand what I was saying. You're trying to put it as a source so you have a thumbnail source in your Streamlabs. I don't know why you would want a thumbnail source in Streamlabs. Sorry. I literally don't understand why you're saying that. That doesn't make sense to me. Sorry. Protege. Like, I just don't understand why you'd want a thumbnail as a source in Streamlabs. Don't know. Like, you want to show your own thumbnail on the screen while you're streaming? Is that why you want a thumbnail source, I guess? I don't know. You tell me. I don't understand. Protege says, what's the best place to get free Twitch panels? Maybe a site where you can pick up a font and a type of what you want to put the panel to say. I don't know the best place to get free Twitch panels. So I don't really have a great answer on that. I can do research on that topic, but I don't have a recommendation right now, and I don't want to just throw out a random name I'm familiar with or whatever. That would be irresponsible of me. Personally, you don't watch Facebook gaming streams, says Andraxis, since you only use Facebook as a personal friends page and media outlet, not as a gaming platform. If I want to see games, I come here to Twitch. Is that wrong? Oh, you're a partner. You're a Twitch partner. That's why it's like that. Well, of course. So congratulations on being a Twitch partner. I think you got partnered a long time ago, but yeah, I don't really watch games on Facebook either. And I don't think that many people do unless they are in the Philippines. People in the Philippines love to watch games on Facebook. Now, there are some exceptions. There are some North American viewers that really enjoy watching streams on Facebook. But generally speaking, my experience with Facebook viewers is that the viewership is a lot more passive and they don't stick around and they see suggestions and they flitter between stream to stream. Now, you can build up somewhat of a loyal audience. Andrew Perrin has showed that to us, and obviously some guys out there have done that really effectively, but it's a lot more passive audience. It's an international audience, and it's something that, I don't know. Overall, I would say the quality of viewer on a platform like Facebook Gaming is significantly lower than it is on most other platforms, or than it is on Twitch. Only a 20% chance. Let's see if I can hit him with this. Only a 30% chance. I'm being really conservative with my positioning here, so I'm probably just gonna stay here and just not die. I think that's my game plan, is just stay here and not die. Probably my best plan. So what I'm gonna do is just stay and just overwatch. And if anybody tries to come through here, not with the snub, nope.
Let's do it.
I'm just going to overwatch with the Lancer and just reload and overwatch. Yeah, I'm just going to reload and overwatch. If anybody tries to come in close, like right here, I'm going to shoot them. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know, but what is your experience? Where do you see the highest quality viewers currently? For me, it is definitely on Twitch. This Nasher really isn't delivering at the moment, so, and I really want to be careful. So what I'm going to do is reload.
All right, reloading.
And I'm going to overwatch like right here. Just be super, super careful.
Setting up a perimeter.
and shoot with a 40% critical chance. So let me see if I can juice out this guy so that I can do way more damage on this shot.
Sweet.
And let's go ahead and add a little damage and accuracy down here as well. You've noticed some low budget gaming says, I've noticed some people stick to one platform they're used to. So YouTube people just stay on YouTube, Twitch viewers stay on Twitch, etc. And only a handful of viewers will follow the creator on different platforms. That's fair enough. And so that's why when you see people try to transfer audience from one platform to another, generally speaking, this is one action point. This effect stacks every time the unit shoots. Okay, cool. Let's do it. I'm going to try this ability. I'm heating up. Then I'm going to do this insane damage shot. I'm going to try it on this guy. Got him with the critical hit. That's exactly what I wanted. Holy moly. That was so perfect. Then I'm going to try to get him. Try to get him with it. So I think my... Oh, partial hit. Dang it. So that's why when you see people try to transfer audiences from one platform to another, they're largely unsuccessful when they try. And when they do try to transfer audiences from one platform for another, they usually can only transfer about 10% of their audience from one platform to another. Because for the most part, people are in, like you're saying, people are in the habit of going to YouTube to watch videos. People are in the habit of going to Twitch to watch streams. They're in the habit of using the app. And so that's why I think people overvalue, I think they significantly overvalue creators and the impact that creators have on various platforms. So what I mean by that is, a lot of people think that, like, you know, if Ninja or Shroud leaves Twitch, like Twitch is screwed or something like that. And those sorts of things are not true. Namely because, well, what we talked about earlier, people are going to watch Twitch streams. That's their thing. Their thing is not watching Ninja streams. Now, a certain percentage of people will be watching Ninja streams. A certain people will be watching Dr. Disrespect streams, etc. There are exceptions, of course. But I would say that that is this exception, not the rule. People are platform, they're loyal to platforms. So, for example, when big streamers went over to Mixer, like Ninja and Shroud and the whole nine, the whole gang, when they did that, the amount of viewership increase on Mixer was like next to nothing. In fact, the viewership actually decreased on that platform during that period of time as soon as they went over there. And obviously they were hoping to pay for, they were hoping to pay for viewership to increase on their platform, but that's not what they got. And so that's something to keep in mind. Like, the numbers literally told us that, these big streamers, when they go platform to platform, they have very little effect on the overall platform, success. I'm gonna go ahead and Overwatch and shotgun anybody that tries to come in here.
They won't get past me.
You know what? I need to be more careful and go ahead and use my boosts a little bit more effectively. I'm gonna use it on him.
Yes!
And I'm also gonna give them the bubble. That'll protect them from any damage. So I guess what I'm trying to say is platforms are king. And that's why I often talk about, understanding which platforms are trending in my content. That's why I do analyses of Twitch versus Facebook versus YouTube and things like this. It's not because I'm just trying to get views here. It's because understanding which platforms are trending, where the viewership is, actually is the game. Like, that is success. Understanding those things effectively, because the platforms are everything. The distribution is everything. The creators have so little power in this equation, it'll blow your mind. I mean, look at the DMCA takedown fiasco here on Twitch. The biggest creators on Twitch, people are like, of course they'll do whatever it takes to do XYZ for such and such creator. But at the end of the day, the DMCA, these channels got banned, and they got hit with it just like anybody else. Now, certainly their channels were reinstated, but it just goes to show you how important these big creators are to these platforms. All of these platforms could drop their top 10 creators and be just fine. It would be like nothing happened. Seriously. I mean, let me know if you guys disagree with that. But in my opinion, that's the way it is. So don't overvalue yourself is what I'm trying to say, or don't overvalue creators. I'm gonna try some from downtown shot here. I don't know if it's gonna work. 14% chance. That's terrible. That's a terrible. Those are terrible odds. I'll just try to shoot from a distance here. Hey, I got him. Let's do it again, I guess. Shooting you with a handgun. This one's definitely gonna miss. Yeah, 14% chance is pretty terrible. What do you think about the sudden rise of virtual YouTubers, says Andraxis, and streamers at the moment? Do I need to become a husbando? A husbando to follow the trend? The answer is absolutely not. So I think that virtual tubers are going to become bigger and bigger and bigger over time. And the reason why they're breaking through right now is because they're novel and they're unique. Over time, like these templated avatars that you see people using right now will become tiresome, and they aren't going to be anywhere near as popular as they used to be. And so people that think that like this is the trend and like being kind of let's call it like inhuman, if you will, by being one of these is the path to success. You really don't need to worry about that. Folks that are going to be successful with that strategy in the future are going to be people that create extremely interesting and novel avatars and create extremely interesting characters. And they're going to need to constantly change it up, essentially, in order to stay relevant. And so I don't think it's that sustainable, but I do think that a lot of creators are going to let's say, profit from it in the meantime. But once they profit, they need to reinvest their money back into graphics, reinvest their money back into developing that character, reinvest their money into things to make it fresh. Because when you base your entire brand on a bit or a gimmick, you really expose yourself. You really kind of put yourself at risk, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Because you're basically relying entirely on the bit and the gimmick for all of your success and for everything you're doing. I mean, take like somebody like Dr. Disrespect as an example. People watch Dr. Disrespect because his streams are so wildly entertaining, right? And his character is why they stick around. So he's constantly refreshing his character. He's constantly changing the car that he's riding in. He's constantly upgrading the graphics. He's constantly doubling down on the production. He's constantly doing new things for eye candy and to make your eyeballs pop while you're watching him. And that is something that you have to keep in mind when you're kind of like relying entirely on the gimmick, the bit, the character for your success. Does that make sense? So I wouldn't be worried about it. I think it's going to continue to be a thing. Oh, just stabbing that dude. My goodness, that was disgusting.
Won't be getting up from that.
Let me see if I can do a double execution here. Cannot. I'm going to just be very conservative with him and like move him. Where is the point I'm supposed to be going to? I think it's up there. I'm just going to move him back. I'm not even going to play around. I'm going to move him by like back here behind cover.
Proceeding on foot.
And doing like an overwatch just in case.
On it.
All right.
Orders.
Does that make sense? I mean, let me know if you agree or disagree, but I don't think that you have any necessity to create a character or to do anything like that. I think that forever, human beings will be the most interesting things to human beings. And creating e-characters or like virtual YouTubers and what have you will always, in aggregate, be less interesting to people than like regular human beings. Namely because our brains are programmed to think that human beings and human faces are literally the most interesting thing possible. That's just the way that we've been programmed from, you could argue, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of years of evolution. And so I don't think that the existence of virtual tubers is going to change that deep-seated programming in our brains about what we think is interesting. That's a long answer for a very, very short question. Am I using Restream at the moment? I am using Restream. Now I'm only restreaming. Hey, Sway Day Gaming, it's good to see you. I am using Restream only to stream to one avenue at the moment, because like I mentioned earlier, I'm being careful with like how I'm handling exclusivity on my channel. There's only one enemy remaining. Okay. I'm being careful with how I handle exclusivity on my Twitch channel, and I'm waiting for confirmation from my contract, my ancient contract, to see whether what the limitations of my exclusivity are or not on this particular channel. Okay. So that's why I'm only I'm using Restream, but only to stream to one location right now, which is Twitch. And I'm uploading the replays to my YouTube channel. That's how I'm doing that. Yes, sir.
Solid copy.
I don't know, but how many of you guys have watched virtual tubers? Like, do you guys think it's an interesting trend that has some legs? Let me know what you think. I think as we move increasingly virtual and increasingly digital. Oh wow, he's gonna go up to the high ground. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of have him kind of hanging back and like being careful. I really just do not want him to die, so I'm just gonna be careful.
Ready.
How do I get up to those stairs? I guess I gotta like go that way, huh? Maybe for people that specialize in anime content. Yeah, that's a good point. Because their communities would be more open to, let's say, like cartoony-ish type of characters, perhaps you could say. Or just like that style. And that makes sense to me. Yeah. Especially since they're expanding. Oh, really? They're expanding. The original Hollow Live company has opened up official VTubers for English audience. That's great. So I guess maybe let's make sure we're talking about the same thing here. So there are entirely digital characters that can interact with you. Those are like literal like AI tubers. That's one type of YouTuber that exists, and one type of streamer and social media account that can exist right now. And then there are people that use digital avatars and overlays to like transform themselves into a digital character instead of a human being character. Those are two different things. And I don't know if we're mixing up the terminology here with what we're talking about with VTuber. But what I was referring to earlier were human beings that are basically using digital avatars instead of human avatars to represent themselves while they're streaming. There's also the AI-based creators as well. And those are a whole nother animal. Let me see if I can go right here and shoot him. Can I get him? Nope. Gonna stealth up, baby. Don't let him know I'm here. Cool.
I read you.
So I wonder if I can like stealth and then just walk right up to people and just wreck them. Let's see. Okay, so if I go like, can I get close enough here? Let me see if I can get close enough here to shoot this dude. I don't know. He may be in an obstructed view. He is in an obstructed view. Can I overwatch up here? No, I'm just a little bit too low to overwatch. That sucks. So I'm gonna, but I'm like, I guess there's a wall there or something. Is that what's going on here? It's just not showing me the wall. I don't know. What are you gonna do? These were only Japanese. Oh, okay. Got it. The person using a virtual overlay is what you're talking about. Got it. So you weren't referring to like digital like Tay and stuff like that. Did you guys hear about that story? There was a Microsoft AI that they put on Twitter. Did you guys hear about Tay? You guys probably did. I'm probably telling you something that you already heard of. But there was a Microsoft AI that they put on Twitter to like learn how to interact with human beings or whatever. And as you could imagine, people like fed it like Nazi stuff and all kinds of horrible things. And so this AI that was unleashed on Twitter ended up becoming racist and saying like becoming like a
orders.
Nazi sympathizer. I'm not joking. So yeah. When you let people do things to robots, it turns out they do really bad things to robots sometimes. And that's what Tay taught us. Shooting somebody with a shotgun right in the back. Let's see. Oh gosh. You want to talk about getting interrupted? His party got interrupted big time. All right, let's go right here.
Solid copy.
For a little context, the English VTuber Gura managed to have 100,000 live viewers on YouTube in her last stream last week. So what exactly was Gura doing during the stream? Like what was the content? I think the novelty of it is definitely driving up a lot of the viewership for sure. But the question is, you know, will Gura continue to be successful? Probably. It's like a niche within the larger streaming community. That's what it is. I mean, it's just like esports players have their own niche within the larger streaming community. By the way, thank you to Gingever or GingeVR for following. Appreciate it. Everybody's watching who hasn't already followed here on Twitch. This is where you can get free coaching from me Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Central, so 3 p.m. Eastern. You want free coaching? 100,000 viewers on YouTube. That's really good, though. That's really, really good. Obviously, it's good. That's why you're telling me about it. But in comparison to like the rest of the international community, a lot of Spanish YouTubers get like insane viewership compared to the English YouTubers. Same thing with the Brazilians as well. There's just such a mega audience within that market. It's totally bananas. So I'm gonna try to do this other. Okay, this is a main mission. Okay, got it. I was gonna try to do this other mission. You've never heard of Tay? You guys never heard of Tay, the AI robot that got turned racist by the internet? It was bad. So yeah, Microsoft basically turned on Tay, and then, you know, just to see what would happen, right? And then once the racism kicked in and like people taught Tay how to be racist and how to like not like people because of the color of their skin and stuff, obviously Microsoft took down that AI immediately. And it was a good AI test. And it's also a good test for anybody else out there that is going to like release AI on the internet and wonder how people are going to interact with it. Like the answer to that question is they're going to allies do fit. Oh sweet, I want that Overwatch aura. That looks amazing. Jack, thank you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do the story mission. But the answer is whenever people have the chance to like screw with a machine and make it do the wrong things, they will. And especially in a situation where, let's say there is a little consequence, I guess you could say, or less consequence, I guess you could say, for doing those sorts of things through Twitter. You can, you know, anonymously be super racist and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And so people are more willing to dive down the rabbit hole and teach an AI terrible things. So Tay would just tweet stuff out on this Microsoft deployed Twitter account, and then people would reply and just like feed it like alt-right stuff, socialist stuff, things about, you know, all the most like controversial topics. It would try to inform it about that topic, but in like a terrible and dark way. Pretty crazy, right? Guys, so many accounts that you're going to be interacting with on the internet as a creator moving forward and right now are not human beings, or they are farmed accounts. And this is something that you guys need to get used to. And so this is why growing thick skin is so important. It used to just be human beings being mean on the internet. And now I think moving forward, you can start to count on 1 in 5 accounts that you're interacting with not being real, it being some sort of spam account or some sort of account that has some sort of like business mission or, you know, scam mission or something like that you're interacting with. And so I would encourage everybody out there that's watching right now to put the least amount of weight possible, emotional weight, if you will, behind all the interactions you have on the internet through comments and what have you. You may not be interacting with a human. And if you are interacting with a human, you're not going to be interacting with the real version of that human a lot of time. That's just the future we're looking at here. And so if somebody's insulting you or somebody's trying to incite some sort of reaction out of you on your comments when you're looking at Creator Studio, when you're looking at your live chat, when you're looking at your socials, the first thing you should ask yourself is this person even real?
At least we'll hear it coming.
The answer is that it's probably not a real person. If they're acting in a totally inhumane way, or if it is a real person behind the keyboard, they're not acting the way that they would act if they were actually putting themselves out there in a normal way. And if you can kind of put that filter on the internet, it can really help you take a less emotional damage, I guess you could say, from the internet. Squad Track in the house. He was sleeping and now oh, it's midnight. We're at Squad Track. You crazy. Thank you for tuning into the stream, buddy. He is my thumbnail guy now for my channels, and he's editing my clips channels. Cheers to you, Squad Track. Appreciate you, buddy.
You may just find us first.
Just like the email makes sense. Yeah, Squad Track he was like, hey man, is this a real or a spam email? He's a Fortnite creator, if you guys aren't familiar with him. And he was like, hey, is this a spam email? Is this fake? And it was just somebody phishing him for money, trying to get his bank account information. So just be prepared for that. As you grow your channel, and as you get more and more viewers, as you get more and more notoriety, you're going to get an increased number of fake inquiries. Also, you get an increased number of real inquiries from real people, but they just want something out of you. And they're going to steal your time to get something out of you. And they're going to try to steal your money, maybe. They're going to try to underpay you. And just assume that everybody who's interacting with you on the internet for the first time does not have your best interest in mind. And if you go into it with that assumption, it can really help you. Seriously, it can really help you avoid some really nasty stuff and help you really avoid some bad scenarios. Yeah, a guy offered Squad Track $10 million. I mean, in chat right now. Post down there if you've ever been offered $1 million via email. Just post in the chat. Make him feel a little bit better. And also post about the first time that you got an email like that. Did you think it might be real? Post it in chat. Okay, I'll say on camera, the first time I got an email offering me money, this was a while back. This was back in like the early 2000s. The first time somebody emailed me offering me money on the internet, I thought it was real. And luckily, one of my friends, I mentioned it to one of my friends, and one of my friends is like, no, man, that's a scam. He's like, did he say he was from Africa? And I found out for the first time that those sorts of things are scams on the internet. So it's important to talk about those. It's important to talk to creators about those because your business email address is out there, and you're going to be constantly scammed as you grow and grow and grow. Low Budget Gaming says, yeah, the first time I got it was around 2004 from a Nigerian prince. Woo! You've had a few people come to your stream negatively. You don't let it phase you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Just don't let it phase you. Let it roll off. Let it roll off. Everybody must survive, and we've got to punch our way through 1980s style. Okay, let's do it then. I am going to chainsaw the first dude.
On my way.
If you can chainsaw, you should.
Hit your spot.
Anytime you can
Cover in the
chainsaw
middle,
somebody,
flanking on the side.
just do it.
Exterminated.
I've got chainsaw recovery right now, so I'm definitely going to... Can I end anyone here? No. All right, so I'm going to hide behind cover to save him. Hey! I'm on the other side of this cover. There we go.
All right.
Beautiful. Protege says, I got a death benefit. All right, but you needed a US bank account to access it. I'm so sorry. If willing, we will split the $10 million evenly. Oh, man. Did you take him up on the 10 million? No, see, Nigerians are not scammers. Nigerians are not scammers. People claiming to be Nigerian princes are scammers, but the actual Nigerians, there's probably no Nigerians at all sending any of those emails. It's just scammers pretending to be a Nigerian sending those emails. So don't assume that Nigerians are malicious because people are claiming to be Nigerians. In fact, they're probably claiming that they're Nigerian because they think by saying they're Nigerian, that like somehow makes them more credible.
Damn, baby! You made it even uglier!
Anyone offering you money on the internet, for nothing. It's a scam. Dude, those long shots are so amazing. I love the long shot. Let's see if I can polish him off.
Gonna need some ammo.
Got him. All right, beautiful. You know what? I should be using Jack first, actually, to jack up my team. Can I execute this guy? I can. Let's get it. Dude, look at him. He's got his football pads on. There's nothing like having a football guy stab a dude and then chop his head off. Come on, isn't that a good bit? That's what I call video games. God. Nothing better than having a football player stab a dude and then chop his frickin' head off. Critical hit. Oh my gosh, that's so gorgeous. Can I execute? I don't think I can't reach the execution. All right. So I'm going to hide behind this barrier so I don't get shot. I'm not saying that Nigeria is like the most like safe or whatever place. I'm just saying for some reason people claim to be a Nigerian prince often whenever they do these scams. I don't know why. They just do. All right. I think we're out of actions here. I'm actually going to move Jack back so he doesn't get shot to like here. I don't want Jack to get hit. These guys are probably going to start advancing. Excuse me. Oh, I can execute him. Sweet. I'll do that. Guys, hit me with more questions about YouTube channel growth, streamer growth, social media growth. What questions do you have? This is your chance. This is probably going to be my last mission of the stream. So this is your chance to get your questions in, to get your questions answered, to get my second opinion on whatever it is you're trying to tackle right now. Okay? This is it. Can I get behind cover over there? I cannot. So I'm just going to go right here. And I think that guy's going to probably come from this direction, maybe? So I'm going to overwatch that way.
On the lookout.
Oh, but I have my snub. That's not what I wanted. Whatever. What are you going to do? 30% chance to shoot that dude. Let's try it. Oh, I missed. That's funny. Squad Trek is just now in chat discovering that Nigeria is a source of scams. It's okay. Everybody discovers it for the first time. All right. Can't get him. Can I shoot him? 16% chance. Not so great. How about I just overwatch right here in case anybody tries to come across the bridge? We will do that. And you can give them increased accuracy. Perfect. Let's see how many enemies come down the line. And for everybody who's just joining for the first time, be sure to follow on Twitch. This is going to be your only way. Hold on, what happened? Oh, I interrupted him. Okay, with the snub. This is going to be your only chance to get free coaching, all right? So hit me up. Don't lose the opportunity. All right, so let me see. I am in danger right now. So I'm going to move behind cover. If I go like... Is there any way I can get out of this? Anywhere I go, I'm like in danger of getting shot by his Overwatch, huh? Can I like shoot him through the car? Maybe. I don't think I can, but I'll try. I'll go right over here. I'll get shot, but I don't care.
Heads up! More grubs on the platform.
And then... I'm gonna heal myself. I think that's the way I'm gonna go. All right, here's the question from Squad Track. Here, should I go stream Fortnite in the category Fortnite or do just chatting category to get more live viewers? So the only way to determine whether one category versus another is going to be more beneficial for you is to actually experiment with it and try. That's it. You have to try it. That's it. It's the only way to determine it. So you need to do A versus B tests. You stream with A, you measure the result. You stream with B, you measure the result. How am I missing? How did I miss right there? That was a travesty. I need to be using Jack to increase accuracy, so that's what I'm gonna do. Jack, give more accuracy to my long shot.
Thanks for the assist, Jack.
Nothing but accuracy here, baby. All right, let's see if I can hit the shot from downtown. 87% chance, 50% chance. Let's do it. Ooh, that's good. So I think you should do A versus B test, and then you log into a little spreadsheet or you log into a little Google Doc what the results are of those tests. Ooh, that increased accuracy is so good. The results of that test are, and then you can see, okay? Just let math guide the way. Let facts guide the way. Okay, don't just guess your way through everything. Let facts guide the way. And that's the way to grow. That's why I look so hard at numbers. That's why I like to do things like diversification and what have you. For creators, I'd like to recommend those sorts of things because diversification and just looking at real data and real numbers is the only true way to success. It's the only true way to success. It just is. Can I bayonet charge somebody? I just literally can't. So I'm gonna go. I don't know how many dudes are gonna charge through here, but I'm just gonna go like right here and intern. If somebody tries to come close, I'll shoot him, I guess.
They're taking their shot.
All right. Okay, here's a bunch of questions from you guys. All right, let's do it. Low Budget Gaming asks, what are good things to consider when it comes to upcoming games, whether they will work to grow a YouTube channel? A lot of big games have failed lately, like Avengers, etc. So there are a number of... Oh boy. Is this like a mini boss or something? Oh wow, they're both locked in on me. So if I move, I think I get shot. I think. So let me try. If I go here, I think I die. Let me see what happens. Yeah, I get shot. Okay, that's what happens. When you're marked, you die. Okay.
Right.
What you need.
So what I'm going to do is bayonet charge this guy. So I have an answer to that question. Give me just 1 second to try to dig my way out of the situation of the game. I'm going to answer your question. So generally speaking, games that are going to get traction are ones that have have number one, a multi-million-dollar marketing budget. It's really important for them to have a multi-million-dollar marketing budget. Two, they need to have multiplayer and or modding available for the game. And three, they need to have ongoing support and mega DLCs from the company, big support down the road. It needs to have all three of those things, okay? And so a lot of games like Marvel Avengers, for example, fit all of those categories, but it wasn't necessarily successful. And so you're going to say to yourself, well, dang, if that game wasn't successful and it fit all those qualifiers, then how can you find a game that will be successful? So there are other little details that you should be aware of when assessing a game for viability. So one is things with licensed IPs. So what do I mean by licensed IPs? So games that have like Star Wars or Marvel or DC, games with licensed IPs rarely do well in terms of audience building. Okay, so think of like the top streaming games out there. Are any of the top streaming games out there a licensed IP game? And the answer is no. And so if it fits all of those categories, but it is a licensed IP game, then it probably won't do well. I have not seen a licensed IP game do well. Only original IPs, original intellectual properties are the top games on streaming sites in particular. So keep that in mind. So if you're thinking, like a lot of people are like, the new big Star Wars game is gonna be big or whatever. And the answer is no, it actually probably isn't going to be big because almost no Star Wars games are ever big for creators. The Battlefront series has always been a small niche series. It has never been a big franchise. Let me see if I can, I don't know if I'll be able to shoot this car. No, I just hit the car. It has never been a big series. It has never been a big franchise that you can really bank on. And so that's why using those qualifiers and then also putting the qualifier on there of original IP is super, super, super important for assessing the viability of a game. Does that make sense? Actually, how do you suggest getting more exposure? You followed my advice, but your reach is very low. I've had people share my stream at some point, but the reach is 1 to 200 now. I think you're referring specifically to streams on Facebook Gaming, I would assume.
Reloading here.
So, if you followed, okay, so if your reach is low, you have not followed all of my advice. I'll just say that. So if your reach is like, and let me see if I can get a shot in here. Let me see if I can get close enough for a shot.
On my way.
So a lot of people say, I've followed all your advice, Awall, but I still can't get views. I say you probably didn't follow all my advice. Actually, you probably did some of my advice. You probably did some of the things I've been recommending, but you most likely did not do everything I recommended. Because if you had, you'd probably be growing.
Brace for asshole.
Are they going to target Jack and kill Jack? I hope they don't. And so one thing I constantly talk about, it was in the tweet for this stream even, is, wow, did they just kill Jack straight up?
Killing time.
Oh, wow. They did a lot of damage to Jack. That's fine. So what I need to do is disable this guy with a disabling shot. Do I have one? And then I need to go wreck him. Okay, there we go. Got him. Disabling shot, beautiful. And then let's see if I can, with my Retro Lancer, okay, I can't kill him. But what I can do is shoot him. So what I've been talking with everyone about is you need to focus on building that YouTube channel as much as humanly possible. You have to build your YouTube channel, and you have to get search content on YouTube so that you can maximize your reach around the clock. A lot of people, let's see if I go hide. If I go hide over here, I probably won't get shot. We'll see. But if you're not getting non-stop traffic on your live streams from a YouTube channel driving over to your stream itself, then you probably aren't going to be successful as a streamer. And so that's why YouTube is so unbelievably critical. Let's see if can I get a shot in on these guys? No. Okay, so I'm going to try to get close, and I'm going to go hide like down here. And I don't think they'll be able to shoot me if I hide down here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he can just point his gun straight down and shoot me in the head. I don't think so, though. Let me see. Actually, can I throw a frag grenade up there? Let me try it. It might be too far. Can I get it in there? Nope. All right, let me see if I can get a little bit closer and then throw a frag grenade. I'm going to go like right here. See if I can throw a frag grenade in there. If I can do that, that'd be amazing. Also, if you're growing a YouTube channel, I do not recommend growing a YouTube channel and then, oh, there's one. There it is. I do not recommend growing a YouTube channel and then deriving the traffic. Oh, wow, I just hit my ally with that. Oopsie doopsie. I do not recommend growing a YouTube channel and then driving the traffic over to something like a Twitch, over to something like a Facebook gaming avenue.
Ideas?
That does not make sense. Once again, and I've talked about this before and I'll talk about it again, you do not want to drive people from one platform with an algorithm to another platform with an algorithm. You want to just only have to fight through one algorithm to reach your audience. You don't want to have to go through two algorithms.
No.
Squattrack's editing a new clip for the Awall digital clips channel. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Veterans 1 in chat. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Here's a question here from Swayday Gaming. He's saying, would you recommend just chatting more often like you are right now with the game in the background, or mixing it up between games and just chatting category? So Swayday, that's a great question. What I would recommend is doing an 80-20 strategy. Most likely, unless you have some sort of like really original interest or something like that, most likely the content Let me see. I'm gonna heal myself for 100 real quick.
On the mend.
Most likely, you're gonna
Headed out.
can they climb up there? Okay.
Ready.
Most likely you're gonna need to build up your audience by streaming a video game. That's what almost everybody does, right? And so by building your audience that way, that'll be about 80% of your content on Twitch that you stream is about a game. And then about 30% of your content, or 20% of your content can be just chatting content. And if you'd like, you can fire up the stream. And after you fire up the stream, let me see if I can go up here and let me see if I can get any shots in. I don't think I will be able to. Once you fire up the stream, you can switch over to just chatting while the stream's going to take breaks. That's the other way to do it. But I wouldn't worry so much about the category that you're streaming to on Twitch growing your Twitch. Like, the category that you're streaming to isn't really going to grow your Twitch. It just isn't. So it's not really something to sweat so much. It's more about, honestly, it's more about, let me see if I can get down here and like get close to everybody. It's more about the YouTube channel. It's more about the social media. It's more about pulling growth from platforms that do have an algorithm and driving it over to the platform that does not have an algorithm. Okay, great. They can just climb right up that ramp and then smack me around. There it is. Great. And my weakest character is right up front so they can take maximum damage. This is going to be bad. I might lose a character here. Yikes. Okay. Can I chainsaw this guy? I can. It's going to trigger an enemy reaction, so I may die. So I might run away, actually. Back here. I got smacked. Can I still run? Can I still run, please? I don't want my support dying. Okay. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do, really quick, I'm just going to do group therapy just to be careful.
Got him running now.
How can somebody make money on YouTube besides AdSense or ad revenue, for example, merch? So Protege, that's a great question. The best way to make money on YouTube or otherwise, or the best ways, is to have kind of a highly diversified revenue model. So what I mean by that is, you want to look at having Patreon for subscription revenue. You want to look at getting partnered on things like Twitch or YouTube to get Super Chat monthly subscription revenue or Twitch sub subscription revenue. You want to consider adding things like consulting to the slate. All of you guys are video editors. All of you guys are essentially graphic designers, right? Because you make YouTube thumbnails and what have you. And so, can I get all of them? Can I get nothing but skulls? I got all of them. Got him. I think I got all of them but one. That was super close. Nice. You want to get consulting revenue to get that kind of reoccurring money over time. And then you also... Let me see if I can bayonet charge this guy. Nope. I'm going to move up top, though. Go right over here. There we go. And you can also make money off of things like affiliate revenue. So what is affiliate revenue? Okay, you can shoot right over the edge. Affiliate revenue is when you talk about a product and you recommend it, and then when people install the product or spend money on the product, you end up getting a commission off of that. And so what would be an example of that? So one thing I constantly talk about is a platform called Restream. So every time you guys use Restream and you pay money for Restream, I end up getting a commission off of all of the, every time you guys sign up or you pay money, okay? And so why do I do that? Because A, I really like Restream, and B, it's important to diversify your revenue and to basically, if you already like a product and you already use a product, I don't recommend talking about it necessarily unless you can make money off of talking about it. Your influence is worth money, and you should not forget that, basically. And so when you use a product like a marketing platform or a mouse and keyboard or whatever it may be, you should contact that company. You should ask them if they have an affiliate marketing program or a referral program where you can make money off of recommending their product. And then Let me see if I can shoot these guys. I don't think I can from here. If I go over here, I might be able to. No, probably not. Are they just going to bust around the corner here? Maybe. I'm going to be more conservative with my long shot and just put it right over here. And so I also do that with TubeBuddy. So I tell people to use TubeBuddy all the time because I love it. And as a result, every time you guys install TubeBuddy and you guys spend money on TubeBuddy, I make a commission off of all the money that you guys spend on TubeBuddy. That's really good for me, and it's really good for you too, because I genuinely recommend the product to my followers, and it's important that I get some compensation for that. And so all of you guys should strongly consider affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is not fake. Some people say it's fake, but it's not. And I think it's important to realize that that's a whole nother revenue stream that most people don't take advantage of. For the most part, like, all you really see with people doing affiliate marketing is they'll like add the links in the description or whatever to the keyboard they use or to the monitor they use here on Twitch, and then they make like a teeny amount of money off of that. If you run like a YouTube search video strategy recommending products and you like to do a full-blown, oh boy, God, these freaking snipers, dude. Oh,
Let's mess them up. Awaiting orders.
can I break? I think I might be able to break sight lines on him.
Get me in there.
Let me see if I can do it. Deploy to an area and break sight lines for all units. I think I might be able to put that on him and break that sight line. Yeah. Okay, I just learned how to break the sight line. Yeah. Does that make sense? All right. Nerdy Farmer. Awesome. Saying... All right. Nerdy Farmer says, another streamer recommended me. Awesome. That's great. What other streamer recommended you? Be curious to know. So you have a question. I have a variety. You're a variety streamer for about 2.5 years, and your growth has sputtered out with a few hundred concurrents, I assume. You switch gears working with other streamers to hopefully grow a community via Discord. However, after a year of doing that, you're not seeing much channel growth. What do you suggest I do? I would say spend all of your time. Again, spend as much time as you possibly can creating YouTube videos about the subjects that you're covering. Okay? Spend as much of your time doing that as humanly possible. And the reason why you're going to do that, let's see if I have a disabling shot available. I do not. Let me see who has a disabling shot. Let me see if I can like move in range here. Yeah, disable this dude. I don't really want to. And what you want to do is build that YouTube channel and make search-based content on the YouTube channel, and then tell people to go to a platform that doesn't have an algorithm, such as Twitch. And every single video has one call to action to send people to Twitch. That is the best strategy there is. Building a Discord community is cool, but I tell you, community building is a slow grind. And I would be really careful overvaluing and over-indexing on community building, because it just doesn't do that much for you. And people aren't necessarily logged into Discord. And a lot of people are building that Discord with the intention to use that Discord audience for Twitch concurrent viewership, right? That might be a reason why you are doing it. Is that true? And if it is, you may want to reconsider that strategy. If I do that, I'll actually get hurt, huh? Okay, I'm gonna go over here. I go right here, and then I can, okay, I can't actually do anything from here. That stinks. Hold on 1 second.
Yes.
Okay, I need somebody to disable this kid. Maybe I can just shoot him. How about I just shoot him with a gun? And so if you build a search-based YouTube channel, you can end up growing your audience significantly beyond your wildest dreams. And so that's something that a lot of people are undervaluing. They're focusing too much on community building in chat on their stream. That's not going to generate that much results for you. You need a promotional engine that's going to promote you nonstop 24/7 around the clock. Your Twitch stream doesn't do that. Your Discord doesn't do that. And you need something where you put energy into it once and then it just generates audience for you like a freaking battery nonstop forever. Whereas something like a Discord server requires you to focus on it and to spend time and to talk to people and to interact and all of that. Don't get me wrong. I'm like making it out like it's like some travesty that you have to do those things. But what I'm trying to tell you is that, hold on, I don't think I need the precision shot. I think I can just use a regular shot. There we go. And what I'm trying to tell you is that all of that time you're spending on that is time that you could be investing into making content, or is time that you could be investing into building your online business, or making content, or growing things further. You want to minimize the amount of time you're interacting with people one-on-one or even in a small private environment as much as possible, unless they're paying you money to do that. So I think you need to be more focused on the business aspects of what you're doing. You need to be more focused on respecting your own time more. Because it sounds to me like if you're spending all that time, community building on your Discord server, my guess is that you're not spending that much time taking care of yourself, building your online business, diversifying your revenue, and ultimately doing the things you need to do to be successful. You're just spending all your time like building up your Discord numbers. And that's a cool objective to work on, but ultimately that's a secondary objective, in my opinion. Why can't I bayonet this guy? Just can't do it, huh? Is there still a sniper up top? I think there is still a sniper up top. So I'm gonna go like right here.
Watch out! Got a sniper
There's
up
one. There he is.
high.
He's right there.
No contact.
Alrighty then. Tips for growing content creators willing to build relationships and collab with bigger streamers and YouTubers like I did with you and Typical Gamer. Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people focus too much on collaborating early on, and not enough on building their own avenue and building their own thing. I think that you need to be able to stand on your own 2 feet as a creator and generate your own traffic without other people's traffic, to be able to really make it. And
Let's go.
yeah, I guess I'll just kind of maybe leave it there for a second, I suppose. But I think that that's something that you should think about. A lot of people are like, how can I extract audience essentially from this other person I'm working with, let's say. And that's what collaborations ultimately are, right? I'm going to see if I can, and look at that. So if you pop your head out at all when you're marked, you die. But if you try to, if you only focus on getting value out of other people when you're collaborating with them, then the collaboration's usefulness essentially wears off like right when the collaboration is over. And so what you want is, obviously you want things that are going to last longer than that. And you want to build an online business that can basically last longer than one collaboration to the next. And that's why things like YouTube search matter a lot. And that's why things like even building a website or building an email list and the whole nine matter a lot, because those that can survive over time, and those are not dependent on collaborations in order to bring you success.
Yeah.
Also, one thing to say about collaborations, I know it sounds like I'm like naysaying collaborations big time or something, but collaborations take a significant amount of your time to pull off. And so you have to think, am I going to get the yield out of this? Wow, how did I miss at point blank range? You have to think, am I going to get the yield out of this collaboration? Am I really gonna kind of get my money back, if you will, in terms of the amount of time you're investing into the collaboration versus the audience growth that you're getting? And I think a lot of times you're not. So you really need to add up is this network that I'm going to have is this person that I'm going to have in my network of contacts going to really be worth it for me in the long term when it comes to like building my overall creator career? And if you can say yes to that, that can be interesting. That can be really interesting. If you can't say yes to that, then it could be problematic. Then you could be wasting your time.
Cover me! Reloading!
Thanks, just began using my advice and was solely on Facebook gaming before, but now you've grown a decent-sized community, says Sway Day Gaming. That's great. Here, let me take a look at what time it is. Ew. All right, this is definitely going to be my last mission. However, the quality experience of Twitch is unmatched in driving viewership to a non-algorithm platform. Makes so much sense. That's great. Raptor to Raptor, what's up? Twitch partner Raptor to Raptor's in chat going, hello. What's up? Good to see you. Yeah, driving traffic to non-algorithm platforms is everything. It is everything right now. I'm going to put a barrier around... I cannot. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit closer and then put a barrier around my ally over there. Can I? Or am I just going to be... I don't think I can, unfortunately. It was Ruricon who recommended me. That's great. You honestly had a plan in the Discord community to have in place when there was a streamer live creating content 24/7. At the least that was your plan. Yeah, oh my gosh, I just keep getting murdered. Wow, he just got absolutely murdered. Yeah, so in my experience, relying on other content creators, just in general, for your overall strategy is something that is very flawed. Namely, not because content creators are bad, not because they like can't get the job done or anything like that. It's just because because life happens, basically. Life happens. And
En route.
people have kids. They get jobs. All sorts of stuff happens in their life that gets in the way of them doing the thing that they said they were going to do with you in the first place. And that's something that... Can I get a grenade up there? No. Let me see if I can move a little bit closer so I can get a grenade up there. I'm going to go like right here. And I'm going to chuck a grenade up top because I really don't like this sniper up here. Gonna get a grenade up top. There it is. Chucka chucka. Yeah.
Out of commission.
Out of commission.
We're covered over
This
here.
character might die right now. I have him way out of position at the moment, so this is gonna be kind of crazy, actually.
Watch me go.
I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna reload. Go ahead and shoot this dude. Boom, count it.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, so what I've experienced, anytime I've come up with a plan where I'm like really counting on other people to like build that channel with me or do whatever with me, they're probably not going to follow through on it because life is going to get in the way. That's just my experience. And I know you wish they could. And I know that they fully intend to do it. They fully intend to do it when they tell you they can do it. But the bottom line is that life gets in the way. It just does. And that's just something to keep in mind. Those are just like let's say it's a fact of life, I guess you could say. And that's why people overvalue collaborations. Another reason why.
We're almost at the end of the bridge. Keep pushing.
Squad Trek says he feels lucky about building relationship with me and with with everybody. I feel lucky about building a professional relationship with you as well. 100%. But let me just say that collaboration isn't necessarily how we built our relationship. You and I kind of built like a professional relationship. And so professional relationships can be extremely valuable and can pay off. They can help you get online content gigs. They can help you get consulting. They can help you do all sorts of things, really. And it goes beyond the exchange of audiences, I guess you could say. Collaboration should be thought about as business relationships more than just the exchange of audience, followers for followers, audience for audience, that kind of thing. Now, I was inside that barrier, and did it do anything? Wow, I think I'm going to lose this mission, actually. I might need to replay it tomorrow. What was my reaction on hitting my first 100 subs? That's a great question. My reaction is actually the more interesting thing to tell you would be my wife's reaction. So my wife's reaction was to bake me a cake, actually. So she made me a 100 subscriber cake, and it was great. I loved it. I'm gonna actually get close and use this stim aura. Go like right here. And I hope that this aura is gonna work.
Good assist, Jack. Jack's cloaked.
All right, Jack's cloaked. But she made me a cake, a 100 subscriber cake, and I loved it. It was great. And we ate the cake, and it was so exciting. It was on a channel called FTW Broadcasting. You guys have never watched the channel before. It's an ancient channel that I started on YouTube with, and it was so exciting. I was doing esports commentary. I was doing all kinds of things. I was recording in front of my TV. I mean, I was schlepping it old school style as a YouTuber. And, you know, I made it happen right there. And that actually led to me becoming a member of TGN, which scored me my first job in the industry, as like my first industry job.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Can I snub shot this guy? Cool.
Handled one.
Here we go. Kabloomski.
Ready.
You understand life happening since the whole COVID thing, I know. Schedules have been destroyed. You were streaming 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday, but now you have your kids at home and you have to teach them. Well, your kids are obviously your #1 priority, and I can understand kids being disruptive to your schedule. I've had to work a full-time job and support my family through COVID, through multiple quarantines so far. God willing, we don't have any more quarantines, but maybe we will. And so, you know, that's a huge challenge. Your growth this year is because it has been so little, I see, at loss. You have time. You cannot grow having the time to stream 4 hours a day or more. Yeah. So with that limited time, Nerdy Farmer, one thing that you may want to consider is like I was talking about earlier, creating YouTube videos with your time. And that can be something that I think may be more worth the squeeze for you.
Gotta find some more ammo.
Like with limited time, growing on YouTube is going to be more worth the squeeze. Well, that's true. You came to my YouTube channel as a viewer, Squad Track, and then 1 year later, I hired you. So that's pretty funny how that worked out, huh?
Okay.
Slaughter this guy. It's true. If you guys don't know the story about Squad Track, he came to one of my live streams and he said, "Hey, what do you think of my thumbnail?" And I looked at it and it was a stolen thumbnail. Literally, like he straight up ripped off the thumbnail from Typical Gamer. And I was like, dude, you cannot rip off thumbnails from other creators. You can take inspiration from other creators, but you can't steal their thumbnails. That's awful. It's bad. Don't do that. And so he took my advice He ended up improving, and then I ended up hiring later to do my thumbnails. He learned his lesson, and he ended up improving. So Squad Trek is somebody who, yeah, now you're my thumbnail editor. So it goes to show you that people can learn and people can improve, and when they do, you should value that. I value when people can learn. It's important. I think it's really important to see when people can learn. And then let's see, how many actions do I have? I have like 2 right here. If I move there, though, I'm probably going to die. So I'm going to just go right here and just be careful. Oh, yeah, let's go for the bayonet. Here we go. For cause, more darn. Oh, God, there's a whole bunch of dudes over there. No. Wow.
Next.
Okay, this is going to be super rough. I need to run away, basically. I can't run away. Okay.
Ammo's going dry.
Got him.
Rub down.
What a roller coaster, right? Yeah, exactly. Count it. And it looks like the enemies are going to come rolling in. As soon as I expose them, as soon as they see them, here they come. Ooh, luckily they did not get on top of me there. That would have been very, very bad. Just going to go right here and get field of view.
Yes.
All right, guys, I think this is going to be it for this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the incredible questions. Tell your creator friends about these coaching streams. I want to keep building relationships with you guys. It's exclusive here on Twitch. If you watch the replay on YouTube later, link in the description below to follow me on Twitch. Ask me specific questions when you come on the stream. I will address them. I want to help you grow. Let's grow together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Every single weekday I'm streaming here on Twitch at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. You'll see the schedule on Twitch when you click. Let's do it. Let's do this thing together. Thanks, guys.